I want to go right to the phones with Rachel in Ventura, California. Thanks for calling the Line of Fire.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Rachel.
Hi. So I actually, I'm accidentally kind of just calling you right now. I'm going through this legal issue, with my baby's dad, who was born a biological man, and I was with him, and he was a man, and we were with each other for almost 2 years, and we were not married because he had had a failed marriage before and told me he didn't believe in it, but he was kind of a faith. He was kind of Jewish, and I was Christian, and we both believed in commitment, he said, and, he said he'd never leave me if I didn't commit adultery, and we had our relationship. Well, 2 years into this, I got pregnant and had a little girl. And 3 months after she was born, he pretty much left. And, all this stuff started happening. He started wearing my clothes, and it was really, a lot of things happened. Really personal things happened. And so then he left, and he was kind of out of the picture and would come and visit. Well, eventually then, because of me being a single mom, I had to get some help and government help and stuff, and they went after him for child support. And then after that, at that point, he started going after me, for all this custody and saying that because I had to work and because basically now the position that he put me in with his choice to then have to work and be away from my daughter, that then now he should be able to stay home with her because he can live at home with his parents and be a stay-at-home mom, essentially, is what it seemed like. And I had brought this up to the courts, but they kind of didn't believe it, and he denied it at first. Well, now in January, he kind of came out, as a woman, and now he's making my 2-year-old daughter call him mommy, and she's called him daddy since she was probably 8 months old, and it's just so confusing. And then we're going to court. I mean, he's taking us to court all the time. So now all this money's being spent on this, and now he's got all these lawyers. And to me, it just seems so selfish. Like, I'm always been a really loving, open-minded person. But now I'm the bigot every time at these custody exchanges because I won't just call him mommy because I don't feel like that's right. Then now he just says, hi, bigot, bye, bigot. And it's just so ridiculous to me. And now I'm in this huge court case and just trying to fight for what I believe is in my best interest. And now it's kind of becoming clear to me that I feel like as much as they say I'm discriminating or I'm a bigot, I kind of feel like I'm the actual one that's being attacked and discriminated against, and that I can't raise my daughter as her mother. You know what I'm saying? And with my beliefs and trying to protect her and stuff. And so I've actually just been calling around trying to get expert advice and maybe witnesses. I don't have a lot of money, but I was just people who are actually on the other side of things, because they have so much saying, oh, well, there's this research and this research, but it really hasn't been around a long. I went to school for child development, and I've researched already a lot about gender identity from my own studies, and for these people just to assume this, a lot of people change their minds. There's a lot of people who have regret letters. So how do I know this man isn't going to all of a sudden then now go back to who he was? It's just really confusing.
All right, Rachel, listen, stay right there, and we're going to get some sanity in the midst of it. You are not the bigot, and this man is not your daughter's mommy. And there is a way to stand against this. So I want to talk to you about a few things. Please stay right there, and we'll be right back. All right, I want to continue talking with Rachel in Ventura, California. Rachel, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29 years old. Are you part of a local church there in Ventura?
Yeah, in Ojai, where I actually live. I am a part of a local church, yes.
Okay.
And my pastor has been really supportive, but it's just nobody knows how to go about this in a legal way. And,
Yes.
It's been really hard.
No, Rachel, listen, there's no way I can wrap my mind around what you're going through right now. There's your little 2-year-old. I can't. I mean, I understand these issues to a point, but I've never been through what you're going through, obviously, and the trauma of this. So just to be clear, and
not a lot of people have.
Obviously, but these things are increasing. Look, there's someone close to my family who, close to the age of 70 years old, decided that he could no longer hide his secret and said he's transitioning to a woman. So what does that do to a marriage of decades? What does that do to grown kids, grandkids? So my heart goes out to people who struggle, but the fact is you cannot have his struggles imposed on you and on your little one. So Rachel, hopefully your little one. What's her name?
Her name is. I'd rather not.
Don't say it. That's fine. Don't say it.
They have me in a position right
now.
No.
Don't
say anything.
Don't say it.
It's like hate speech.
No, that's fine. Listen, the world is being turned upside down. It is moral insanity. We have gone from where morality is relative to now reality is relative. Reality is whatever I perceive it to be. Do you know that Facebook now gives 50 different ways to define your gender, including 10 simultaneously? And if that's not enough, you can fill in the blank. This is social madness. The fact that the Obama administration has now said that schools are required to say let a 14-year-old boy share the locker room and shower stalls with a 14-year-old girl and play on the sports teams. It's social madness. But, Rachel, people are waking up around the country and saying enough is enough. And cases like yours, the real trauma this brings to a mother and a child, this needs to be shouted from the rooftops. Now, in a moment, I'm going to give you a number to call for the Alliance Defending Freedom. This is a Christian legal society. They can offer services for free. They are thoroughly involved in these kinds of cases. They understand the issues. They know experts that can help testify and back these things. But just so everybody understands this clearly, the relationship you had with this man, okay, it was out of wedlock. It would have been better in wedlock, but it was a normal male-female relationship, right? You related
it was normal.
Right.
Normal. Totally normal. And, our agreement was that I was a preschool teacher in nanny, so I have a degree in early child development, and he was the breadwinner. And I had not been working, and this is why, because I think it becomes like a really big issue of like biological women's and mothers' rights. And there needs to be something spelled out in like a Bill of Rights type of thing, because I don't know if that's the right term for it, because I really feel like now in my research that this is going to start happening more. And I literally feel like I was deceived and like tricked into having a child with this person. And then, they came out, and then now they're using all their money to take my baby away from me. And because I'm in a lower socioeconomic bracket, it makes it easier to be bullied by all this legal.
Right. Listen, the bigotry is on their side. The bullying is on their side. Because you keep getting hit with this, Rachel, you need to remind yourself that you are the one thinking sanely, and you are the one who really has the best interests of your daughter. Listen, if he was a mommy, then the two of you could not have produced a baby. Mommy plus mommy does not produce a baby. He is the father of the child. He is confused about his identity now, but he is the father of this child, and he needs to take responsibility as such. If I were you, if he wants to dress up as mommy and be called mommy, I would do everything in my power to have the courts block any access to him. If he was just going to be the father and involved and so on, but you're not married, that's one thing. If he's going to claim to be the mother and insist on being called mommy and traumatize and confuse a 2-year-old, then I would do everything in my power to work with the courts, to work with good Christian lawyers to make sure that he does not have any custody to this child, and but he is going to be responsible on some level for child support. The other thing, Rachel, is that everything that circumstances, the world, the devil mean for evil, bad choices we make mean for evil, God can turn around for good. And you are absolutely not alone. First, there are people listening to this show who are going to pray for you when they hear this. Trust me, they're already praying, and there are mothers who are probably weeping over this situation. And it could be that prayer for this man will turn his heart and that he'll get free and that he'll become whole.
That's what my pastor says. Is, that's the thing is like, I don't want to. I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and I have a gay sibling, and I've always been. We were raised by a Christian mom still, but she's raised us that about love and acceptance, and there's no worse sin than one other, but he does give us choices, and those choices have effects and stuff, and that then I've always thought I was really loving and open-minded, but the thing is when part of love is creating boundaries and protecting your kids, and like you wouldn't want your kid to go hurt themselves in other ways, but then it's like I feel like this is the type of like body mutilation and essentially, and it's a denial.
Well, Rachel, think of this for a minute.
Truth.
There are people who suffer with what's called body identity integrity disorder, BIID. They don't believe that they should have like a right arm or a left leg, and they're genuinely tormented by this, and they actually try to mutilate themselves so that they can be happy and they can be whole by mutilating themselves. And we all say that's wrong, and yet we turn around and say it's okay for someone to have sex change surgery. And here's a biological male who's going to try to become a female. He'll never be a true female. Why is that okay? But listen, Rachel, do you have a way to write something down now? Can you write a phone number down?
Yeah, let me run back inside real quick. Hold on.
Okay, sure thing.
I mean, this is literally, luckily I remarried an awesome man from church, and he's great, but I was working and stuff, and because I'd have to go to court, and because this person is actually was using me having to work, because they could now, be a stay-at-home mom and stuff, and that it wasn't good for her to not be away from me. So then what I did is quit working. So now I can be stay-at-home mom too, thankfully, because of my husband. But it just affects every angle of our life. And then now I'm in court, when thousands of dollars are going to this whole thing, and I feel like they're trying to.
Well, Rachel, God's not going to forsake you in the midst of this. What you need to do is really, really get close to Him, really lean on Him. Your Heavenly Father cares deeply about you and about your little one. All right, so this is not the end. As dark as it feels, as difficult, as painful, God is going to help as you cry out to Him. So can you write this number down?
Yeah, let me just give my daughter a little bit of banana. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Here you go.
You ready?
And what's the number?
It's 1-800-835 5233. 1-800
835 5233.
5233. That's the Alliance Defending Freedom, the ADF. Okay. When you call, make sure that you tell them that I specifically asked you to call. Many of their folks work with me there, know me well. They will have attorneys right in your city. Okay. And someone will definitely want to help. All right. And listen, we are right now, folks are listening across the country. This is a live radio broadcast, and it's important, folks, that you pray for Rachel. This is why we talk about the kinds of things we talk about, because real lives are being affected. And you hear the shocking things that people are going through. So, Rachel, get back to us. Let us know what's going on. You can also write to us through the website. I understand you found us on internet, and that's how you happened to call in. And when I saw what the call was about, I said we're going to change direction right now and take your call. Let us know what happens. I'm also going to alert one of my colleagues at the ADF about your situation as well. Let us know, and God will help. This is not the end of the story. All right, hang in there. And friends, let's be praying for Rachel and for her family. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
God
Thank you
bless
so
you.
much. God bless you. Bye.